So today I want to introduce you to a member of our family. This is Dodger. He is our 5-year-old mini Schnauzer Havanese Maltese. He's a little bit on the crazy side. I love him a lot, but he's a little neurotic, and he has a condition called FOMO. If you don't know what that is, it's fear of missing out. Dodger is never content, and he always wants to be where he's not. So if he's inside, he's looking outside, so we let him outside, and then he goes outside and he's looking inside because he thinks we're having more fun, so we let him back in, and then he sees something again outside, and we go kind of in circles, and he just never can sit still because he's just not content. I know a lot of people like Dodger, and I think our society is filled with people like Dodger who are never content with their lives. And it's my belief that if you want fulfillment in your life, that you have to stop looking for happiness in other places and look outward to serving other people. Now, I can't teach Dodger this. I wish I could. I've tried actually, but I can't. I don't know how to get my dog to serve others. He's not the type. But Aristotle once said, the essence to life is to serve others and do good. And I wholeheartedly believe that. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. So the first thing is to find yourself, you need to lose yourself. What that means is if you really want to have true happiness, you have to stop the never-ending search and things for this happiness and turn yourself to other people and how you can serve them. The saying of, is the grass greener on the other side? Is it greener, or is the grass that you have the grass that you need? There's an average in America that every person spends about 2 to 3 hours on social media. And you think about that, usually what you're looking at on social media is other people's lives. And when we do that, I don't know about you, but I start comparing myself to them. Comparison is the death of joy. I could be perfectly happy with myself, and then I go on to social media and I see so-and-so's on a vacation, again, so-and-so got a new car, a new job, they're losing all this weight, and I was perfectly fine, and now I'm depressed and upset. And then I think about the fact that half of these things are filtered and not completely the whole truth, and I realize I'm getting sucked in. I know of a girl that is constantly on social media. She's got 3 kids, a beautiful home, a husband, all the things that you would think would make you happy, but she's constantly looking for the next thing that's going to make her happy, and she posts about it. So that's how I know this girl's never going to be happy, because she's already tried to have a business, and then a new workout, and then a new car, and then a new kitchen, and then a new this, and every time it's like, I'm going to be happy as soon as we go on this trip. And when we do that, it just destroys ourselves. And I think to myself, if she would just stop looking at all of these things that are going to hopefully make her happy and add something like serving others to her life, she would have so much more fulfillment. One of the things I try to do to combat this is to follow people on Instagram and other social medias that are doing positive things and sharing positive messages and sharing things of people doing good works. And this, even if it's me not personally serving, it makes me feel better to see that there's people out in the world that are doing good things. One of the other things that is wonderful about serving is it's great for your health. In an article on a Harvard University blog, Stephanie Watson talks about the benefits of serving and volunteering. Some of them, these studies have said that it can help with depression, loneliness. It also can be linked to lowering blood pressure and People who serve others often tend to have a longer lifespan. I've seen this firsthand in myself. I have dealt with depression in my life. I have been struggling with a health condition the last a few years of my life. And the times when I can get myself out of my way and go serve other people and get out of my head for a couple hours a day, I feel so much better. My depression isn't as bad. I feel better. I've made a connection with another person, and it really makes an improvement on my health. My final point about serving others and finding true happiness in doing this is that serving will literally change your life. I have done all kinds of service throughout my life, and so I already felt that way, but several years ago I went on a humanitarian trip with my daughter, and I've been on two, and both times I have experienced amazing things when I have sacrificed my time, my money, my energy to helping other people. Number one, the people you serve, you learn to love. If you're having a hard time loving someone, if you serve them, that will instantly, well, maybe not instantly, but if they're really hard to love, but you will find a love for people that you serve. The other thing that happens is personal growth. You will do things you didn't know you can do, and you will grow in ways that you didn't know were possible. Also, when you bring in your family and your friends and go out into your community, it creates this unity amongst everyone that is just so positive and makes you feel so good. And it's something that you're passing on to other people. It's like this little secret. If you know the secret of service and what it can do for your life, it catches on like wildfire and you won't want to stop doing it. I had an experience with these youth that really expressed this to me. When we had days when we would go to a work site where we were building like schools and orphanage, helping at orphanages, there were sometimes that they would have weather issues or the supplies wouldn't come. And I would watch these youth that had gotten that bug of serving get so down. And those days, like the kids didn't get along as well when we weren't working and serving as much, and the morale was down. And the days that people were able to, we're all able to work together and we're serving and making a difference and stuff, it just was like, you would have thought the kids were on some kind of drug, and they were on the high of service. And it just made such a difference. And sometimes some of the kids would get sick and they would be so sad that they were going to miss out on serving. These are teenagers that are usually walking around with their phones in their face, and here they gave up their phones for 3 weeks so they weren't on social media, and they turned their life to serving other people that didn't have as much as they had, and it made such a difference. And I watched these kids grow throughout these weeks, and it was just amazing. So what I want to say is, if you feel a need for more fulfillment in your life, if you feel a need to get these distractions that social media causes to make you feel uncontent with your life, if you feel a need to have more, I would implore you to stop looking at stuff and start looking for substance by going out and serving someone. You won't regret it.